Like many, I look forward to hearing Donald Trump lay out his vision for the country. It's a positive vision. It's a forward vision. He is excited. I talked to him, spent a lot of time with him last week down at Mar-a-Lago, and then on the phone over the weekend, and he's in a very good place. And I expect that you're going to see a sharp contrast between President Trump's positive agenda and Joe Biden's proven weakness. And I did a lot of media over the last several days, and everybody wants to know which Joe Biden's going to show up. And look, my summary is this: it doesn't matter if he drinks a whole gallon of energy drinks. He's not going to be able to match the acumen and the readiness of Donald Trump. And that's what we expect. Even if it's a 3-on-1 situation, I mean, obviously the CNN moderators have shown an open disdain for President Trump. Everybody's seen the tapes rolling of all their comments, so we know it's not a fair fight. But Biden's still going to have to address America's concerns about his policies of high inflation and open borders and appeasement of our adversaries. Those are things that are on the hearts and minds of every American. And I know he's spending all week to prepare for it, but I guess that's how much time it takes to figure out how to defend that disastrous record. Good luck with that.
I think this country maybe is a good example. I just don't feel the country is going forward in the proper direction. We could have made quick decisions, and we would have been a lot better off than the way we've been sitting around over the last couple of years and just watching everybody else do everything, and we just sit back and take everybody's abuse.
If you could make America perfect, how would you do it?
Well, I think that America is a country that has tremendous, tremendous potential. I think that much like the mind, I think that America is using very, very little of its potential. I feel that this country with the proper leadership can go on to become what it once was. And I hope, and certainly hope, that it does go on to be what it should be.
Have you given former President Trump any advice about what you think he should do on stage Thursday night?
Well, I spent some time with him over the last week, and I can tell you he's in a great mood and a great place, and I'm looking forward to the vision that he's going to cast for the country on Thursday night. I think it'll be a big night for him, and I think there'll be a stark contrast between his vision for America, this very positive vision that he wants to cast, and with really, I think, the terribly weak record of President Biden. It's hard to hide from. I think that contrast will be a stark one.
Yeah, you've previously said that you have seen a cognitive decline in President Biden, but don't you worry that you and fellow Republicans have set the bar pretty low for him?
Look, I just tell the truth, Caitlin. I mean, I have no personal animus against Joe Biden, of course. I respect the office, but, you know, I've just acknowledged what everyone sees. We can't help how we age. Everybody ages differently at a different pace. My father-in-law is the same exact age as President Biden, but he's on his A game. He works 12 hours a day, runs his small business that he's been running for years, and he's vibrant, and he can do almost anything, seemingly. And President Biden cannot. I mean, that's what people see. And so it's a dangerous thing. I take no pleasure in saying it because our adversaries see that as well. And, you know, I think it's going to be a very interesting contrast between these two men. And the interesting thing about this race, Caitlin, is that both of these men have been president. So you can ignore the rhetoric, you can ignore the talking points, you can look at the record of these two men, and I think that's a really important one as well.
But do you think some of the rhetoric, Speaker Johnson, I mean, just knowing you and how you conduct yourself, do you think some of the rhetoric is out of line when people from Trump's team are suggesting that Trump himself, that Biden is going to be on cocaine when he's on that debate stage Thursday night?
Look, there's a lot of things that are said in jest. Of course, no one expects that Joe Biden would be on cocaine, but they do ask questions, and I think they're objectively, I mean, I think it makes sense why people are asking, will he be on some sort of energy drinks or something, okay? Look, his energy levels, you can see, vary depending on what format he's in and what forum, and, you know, we expect that he'll do what he did at the State of the Union. He had a lot of energy that night, so that's the Joe Biden I expect to see. The question is, can he stay for 90 minutes on that stage and go toe-to-toe with President Trump, who, as you know, goes to rallies and talks for 2 hours on end without any break and any notes. So it'll be a very interesting thing to see.
Yeah, I mean, the allegations just about drugs have just been, frankly, ridiculous. And
what do these final hours before the debate look like now for President Trump?
Sure. Well, President Trump is calm, cool, collected. He is ready and confident. He will be heading to Atlanta later this afternoon for the big night tonight. And as long as CNN gives President Trump a fair shake, they give him adequate time to speak, this is going to be a great opportunity for President Trump to highlight his strength with Joe Biden's weakness, to contrast his record of success from his first term as president with Joe Biden's record of abysmal failures. that have crushed our country over the past 3.5 years. And let's talk about those records, because under President Trump, this country had no inflation. Now under Joe Biden, we have a record high inflation crisis. Under President Trump, we had a secure southern border. Under Joe Biden, we have an illegal immigration invasion of more than 11 million illegal people from all over this world. Just this week, while Joe Biden's been hiding away at Camp David, we learned that there are more than 50 ISIS terrorists who are roaming around our country, and our government cannot find them.
The country, if we had the one man, and it's really not that big a situation. You know, people say, well, what could anybody do as president? The one man could turn this country around. The one proper president could turn this country around. I firmly believe that.